Hi guys, now we're gonna use some exercise to improve our finance skills. So we're gonna do the exercise called Tuck Shop here on the bottom of the spreadsheet Worksheet 1 E3. So this one is to calculate stock levels and profits and total incomes. So the first thing here it asks to calculate the total stock level. So we have opening balance and we have the balance of the number of bars sold, but both. So like this is initial value and this is after uh, the the shop buy from the supplier. So we want to know how much stock level they have in the month. So we're gonna press equal and we're gonna add up them together so we can use the formula sum. I know that we could just use the simple math, but it's important we're gonna start to get used to use the formula sum. We're gonna select the two cell on there and we're gonna press enter. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you another shortcut. So we want to use the same formula for all of them. Instead of write one by one, we just can copy and paste this one. So we're gonna click on the cell, we're gonna do Control C or like a copy here like this, right click on the mouse and press copy. After we select all the row with the mouse and we right click and we paste using this option there, or otherwise we can just do Control V and it will copy all the formula around. Also, there is another way to do it. So you click on the first formula and you go here there on the corner. When you see this black cross there, you just drag until the end and it will copy and paste the formula. So this is the best and quicker way to do it. So this next one asks you to do number units left. So we have the stock level and the unit that have been sold. So this one is a subtraction formula. So we're gonna use equal. We're gonna do total stock level minus the amount of bar sold, and we press enter. And we have here our total. So this is the units that are being left after selling when the stock is closed. And we're gonna copy them like before. So we're gonna there on the corner when we see, click on the cell. When you see this little black cross, you just drag it like this. Okay, so now we're gonna have to calculate this one. So you see here cost price per bar. We're gonna say, come here. We need to do this part of the exercise. Okay, so if a box it costs 960 and there are 48 bars per box, we need to calculate the cost of each single bar. So we're gonna do equal. So we have the total money, so 960, and we're gonna divide by the number of the bars, and we press enter, and we're gonna have our cost for each of the bar, and this one is our selling price. So we're gonna put these values on here. So we're gonna have to use the formula uh, linking cell. So we're gonna press equal and we're gonna click on the cell there, and in this case, because we want to copy and paste this one, our value from there on all of them, we need to do the absolute reference. So how you can see here is K6. If we're gonna move here, it would become L6. So we want to lock this one. So uh, now press F4 on your keyboard, and now you can see it's gonna put the dollar sign before the K, before the 6. So doing like this, it will keep the same reference, this one in the spreadsheet. And we're gonna press enter, and this one is start like this. So we're gonna do the same things for the selling price equal. We're gonna click on that one and we're gonna press the F4 button. So we're gonna have the dollar sign and dollar sign. Otherwise, you could just do it manually. You're gonna click on there and you're gonna add up the dollar sign before the K and another dollar sign before the 7. Enter, and we got our value. So now we're gonna put this one in currency in accounting our before again. So we got our money there. We're gonna select both the cell like this. We're gonna go there on the corner and we're gonna drag them, both of them together. And now you can see we got the same money on there as well. So now we need to calculate the profit per bar. So the profit per bar is gonna be the selling price minus the cost price. Press equal, we're gonna press on the selling price and we're gonna do minus the cost price, and voila, we have a 30 pence per bar. We're gonna do again like before the counting, and now we're gonna calculate the total profit for chocolate. So it's gonna be equal. We're gonna press on the profit per bars, and we're gonna multiply by the number of units sold, and we press enter, and we have a total profit for the bars. Now we're gonna do the incomes. So the incomes is gonna be the selling price and times the number of bars sold, and we press enter, and we're gonna convert this one is in accounting again, and we got all three of them. So now we're gonna select three of them here. We're gonna go on the corner there and we're gonna drag them until the end there. So we're gonna paste all the formula there, and we have the first exercise done. So for the other two exercises we need to do the same things. So now we're gonna calculate the average the profit for the first spreadsheet. Average profit, it will be the average of these values here. So the average is the sum of all these values divided the number of the values. So it will be divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the total of this one divided 6. There is a formula that it will calculate the average for us. Start equal, we're going to write average, open bracket, and we're going to select these ones. Now we say it, and we press enter, and now you can see it does the average for us. Now we're going to calculate the average of the total incomes that are there. So same formula, average, open brackets, we're going to select these ones like this, and we're going to press enter and calculate the formula for that. Perfect. As you can see, we finished the first exercise. We need to do the second exercise, all the same things we done just now. So I will teach you a trick. The table, as you can see, is the same. So we can just copy the formulas from here. So select the total stock formula from there, Control C, and we're gonna go here and we do Control V, and it will calculate the formula. As you can see, the formula here adjusts because the cells are put on the same order, so it's the same reference. So now we're gonna calculate all this stuff on there, we're gonna and all this stuff on there. So same things, we're gonna copy all the row there, we're gonna do Control C, we're gonna go underneath there, and we're gonna do Control V, and it pastes the same formula there. After, we just need to calculate again the cost for each bucket. So equal, so the cost for the box, so that one, divided the number of the unit, and press enter, and we got our cost price. So now we're gonna have to put I already put that one. I'm gonna show you again how to do it. So you're gonna press equal, you click on the cell on there, and you make sure that you put the dollar sign before the K and before the 28, press enter, and we're gonna do the same formula there on the selling price. We're gonna put the dollar sign there, and we're gonna put the dollar sign there, and we're gonna press enter. After, we're gonna um, change this one in first things in accounting again, and we're gonna drag the formulas in all the row, and we got our formula done again. So now we're gonna copy all this box there, because here there are formulas on the same formula there. So we're gonna select all of it, do Control C, gonna paste it on here, and we do Control V, and we have all the formulas done. We just need to do the average again. So this one, average per month, so equal average, open bracket, we're gonna come on here. So this one is the average for the profit. We're gonna select all the profit there, and we press enter. So now we do the average for the incomes equal average, open bracket, and we're gonna select all the average, and we're gonna press enter. Voila. So now we got all the average there as well, and we need to calculate all the totals here for these two exercise. So total stock units sold, so equal. So let's go on the first one, and we're gonna select the total sold for the chocolate bar, plus we're gonna select the total for the packets of crisp sold, so this one to 70, and we press enter, and we got our total. So now we're gonna calculate the total profit, so equal, so the profit for the chocolate bar plus the profit from the crisp, total profit for the crisp, and we press enter. And after we do the total incomes, so we're gonna go back on the crisp, total incomes for chocolate, so this one plus the total incomes for the crisp, so this one, and we press enter, and we have everything here. So we're gonna select them, we're gonna change in accounting, and we're gonna drag them to copy the formulas on there, and we save. So now last formula we need to do, it's about the max profit per month, so equal, and we use the formula that is called max open brackets. So, and after we just need to select the total profit for each of them, and we press enter, and it will give us the maximum value for the profit. So we do the same things, equal. So this time we use a formula that is called min, which is for the minimum profit. So you're gonna find out which one is the month with min minimum profit. We press enter, and we have the formula there. So we're gonna calculate again the average for uh, profit. So average equal, and we're gonna select all the profit, that is the column profit, and we press enter, and now we're gonna calculate the average incomes. So average again, open brackets, we're gonna go here on the incomes, we select all the incomes, and we press enter. Okay, so now we finish all our exercise. There is the extra task here, so we need to replicate what we done in one of them in here. We got all the data on there, so I'm gonna show you just a little tricks, and after you can finish the formula yourself. So you see I need to add all the month on there. So if I click on the first one and I use the drag for copy and paste this, Excel automatically will put the month in automatically. Okay, so we done this one. The last things we need to do, uh, we need to copy. You see that the formatting is different from the other one. It's just the plain data. So I show you how to copy a format. So we're gonna go here on the top. We're gonna copy all the table. We do Control C. So you see all the tables is being highlighted. I'm gonna go underneath. I right click on the first cell on there. I do right click, and we're gonna use the paste option just for the formatting, which is this one there. You see with that one with the little paint. If you press it, you're gonna have the table with the same formatting on there. So all the exercise is ready, so you just need to work it out the formula we done before. So exercise is exactly the same. So well done for today, just finish this exercise. Well done.